is a very long overdue video of the McGrath Mothership Mega Celestial Divinity palette. I think the mad holiday chaos and all the videos that I had to finish up before 2020 ended kept pushing this one back. And what I've done here is I've just focused on the duochrome shades, for a bit of a difference, so that this isn't completely irrelevant. Now, what is it? It is McGrath's first mega palette containing 18 eyeshadows. Now, I know that her regular eyeshadow palettes with 10 eyeshadows, they cost £115 a piece. This one's £74. And then, Black Friday, Boxing Day, etc. went on sale. £54, people, 54. That's half the price of the full-size ones, less than half. Why? Because first of all, this is cardboard, yeah? Not plastic, not the usual kind of shiny plastic thingy. This is fully cardboard. Secondly, the pan size is smaller than her regular pans. I'm alright with this, and I'll tell you why that is. I probably not hit pan on any of these for a very, 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 very long time indeed. Her regular palettes, I feel, are targeted at artists who use a lot of eyeshadow. It's alright for them to have massive pans, but yeah, for the regular home consumer, this pan size is perfectly fine. It is actually as large as the regular eyeshadow pans that we find in most palettes. For the record, you get 19.5 grams of product from 18 eyeshadows, so it's 1-ish grams a piece. So that is the external packaging, nice pink. Yeah, you have the Eye of Horus there. I love Egyptian mythology. This is a look that I will never be able to recreate. I don't have those kind of skills. This was not a purchase by me before anything else. It was actually gifted to me by a very, very dear person. Unfortunately, somebody who has, been suffering quite a bit recently owing to the COVID pandemic. I hope that things work and change for the better for her and her family. So yeah, I was interested in this because Temptalia in her review said that the formula had absolutely no difference. Yeah, there was no difference of formula between this palette and the massive, £115 palettes from McGrath. So I thought, yeah, why not? I wish Shay and Natasha Denona would do more of these palettes, where they don't cost a bomb, where the pan size is smaller, reasonable, where home consumers will be able to finish up those pans. And, yeah, the price is quite affordable. I wish they do more products, like more palettes like this, Dame McGrath, she is now. Well-deserved, definitely. So this is what she says. Creamy, soft textures ignite metallic pearlized pigments and amplify color. Extreme blendability, definitely that, and adherence without creasing. Polished and bright multi-dimensional finish. One-stroke velvety matte intensity. Now, before anything else, I prefer the shimmers in here to the mattes. Mattes, I like Natasha Denona's formula better. I love the mattes here, don't get me wrong. I just think Natasha Denona mattes are slightly ahead of McGrath mattes. That said, I prefer McGrath's shimmers and duochromes far, far more. So this apparently contains shades that came in McGrath's Star Wars collection, which was licensed, so they couldn't actually sell those shades again. So she sell those palettes again, so she put them in here. So for those who missed the Star Wars collection, there are some shades in here from that collection. I am afraid that I'm not very familiar with Star Wars. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do have my nerdy passions. I mean, I can tell you that Thingol's daughter was Luthien, who married Beren, and their son was Dior, whose daughter was Elwyn, who married Erendil, and their son was Elrond, whose daughter obviously was Arwen. And I can tell you about Fëanor and Fingolfin and Finarfin and Finwë. Tolkien nerd here. But yes, Star Wars, not very familiar, sorry. I mean, there's only one legendarium that, I can get into my thick head, and that is Tolkien, so I'll do that. I mean, I also have Barry Trotter in my head, but yeah, that's very, very, it's kind of the tip of the iceberg in comparison to the deep and very, very, very massive, humongous legendarium that Tolkien created, the universe. I mean, he made 2 whole languages, for goodness sake, out of nothing. That is not what Barry Trotter can claim. why am I talking about this? Let's get back to this palette. Right, so I have no idea which shade is Star Wars and which shade is... I mean, I wish somebody would do a Tolkien palette. That would be marvelous. You know, the Shire, Gondor, Rohan, and Mordor. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, so the shades. Saturnalia, that is chromatic crimson with a pink flash. Yeah, that's Duochrome. Bronze Nebula, metallic golden bronze, not Duochrome. Major Mahogany, warm mahogany matte, not keen on the mattes. Luna Champagne, warm champagne shimmer. Violet Void, this is very nice, deepened violet with a pink flash. I also spy a gold flash to this one. Gold Standard, luminous 24 karat gold. Venomous Void, mid-tone magenta matte. Odyssey, lilac taupe with pink sparkle, duochrome people. Fuchsia Shock, fuchsia purple shimmer. Megabyte, deep and khaki green shimmer. Yeah, I call this a duochrome. Yeah, there's gold to it, definitely. Bronze, which is a plain metallic, brilliant metallic bronze, and that is actually quite similar to Bronze Nebula for me. Electron is a duochrome rose bronze with a glittering blue flash. I have an eye makeup look with this. I'll just show you that after I finish the swatches. Cosmic, which is a duochrome diamond sparkle pink, not my favorite. Smoked Amethyst is the next one, which is a black and aubergine with pink sparkle, again a duochrome. Dragonfly, duochrome warm gold metallic with blue-green flash, very, very nice. Venusian Orchid, matte mid-tone pink, doesn't suit my skin tone in the least. Galactic Gold, duochrome platinum with gold chartreuse flash. And lastly, we have Corruption, which is a duochrome fiery bronze. This actually has gold to it. Bronze turning into gold, yeah? The ruddy bronze. See how that goes from ruddy bronze to gold, yeah? Now, one thing I love about Pat McGrath is that she's given eyeshadow makeup look ideas for each of her palettes, and this one is no exception. If you go to the link that I have given below on her website, she's given us a few ideas. Now, I lack that kind of talent, so what I am doing in my makeup looks is I'm emphasizing the duochrominess and settling for one eyeshadow that is a duochrome that I'm going to make the sort of center of attention in my makeup look, and so that you can see how duochrome it is, if there is any shift to it, if there is any color change to it. That is my intention. I have nothing against Dame Pat McGrath's amazing artistry or her looks. It's just that I'm completely hopeless at creating them. I want you to see the duochromes. Yeah, that's why I'm not recreating any of her looks. This one goes into the crease. That is Magic Mahogany. And now I want Corruption. Unfortunately, there is a lot of fallout over here. Yeah, can you see that? And here. Galactic gold on the inner corners, and then I'm done. And then a bit of corruption on the lower lash line. Clean up, be right back. The next one that I'm going to do is featuring Electron as the main color. That is the Duochrome Rose Bronze with a glittering blue flash, according to the description. I call it a pinky purple with a blue flash. Yes, icy blue flash, definitely. That one, that is Venomous Void, is going into the outer V and a bit of the crease. These are beautifully blendable. Now I'm going to go in with my favorite shade, that is Electron, all over the lids. And the same thing on the lower lash line. And a smidgen of Galactic Gold in the inner corners. And then we have Megabyte, deepened khaki green shimmer. Yeah, that is, I see some olive to green, khaki green to gold there. Next, I want to do Odyssey and Cosmic. Yeah, Cosmic is the Duochrome Diamond Sparkle Pink. That is in the inner bit. And Odyssey, that is Lilac Taupe with pink sparkles. The two Duochromes there in one go, because, you know, otherwise we'll be here forever. Next, let's do Violet Void alongside Smoked Amethyst. And then let's do that Fuchsia Shock. Yeah, Fuchsia Shock. Let's see how duochrome that is. So those are 6 different duochrome makeup looks that I did with this palette. This is one of them. I am so sorry, the sun's playing games from over there. I have So I'm utterly obsessed with this palette, and I absolutely love how mainstream eyeshadow brands, mainstream eyeshadow palettes are now including duochromes and multichromes among other colors. I think that everybody should start doing this. Otherwise, all our palettes are just going to be samey. When you have multichromes coming in, you know, there are more countless numbers of permutations and combinations to achieve, or duochromes. The only problem is that the prices could go up because duochrome pigments or multichrome pigments, they obviously cost a lot more than, you know, monochrome pigments. But yeah, I think if you have just the 2 or 3 or, you know, 4 or 5 duo and multichrome pigments in a palette, the cost is not going to be, you know, unaffordable. It's not, you know, the average Natasha Denona palette costs $129-ish, and so there's just that trichrome palette she brought out for holiday 2020 with 3 different multichromes. So not a huge difference there. I do want other brands also to experiment more with multichromes and duochromes so that our palettes, you know, there's a bit of difference. Eyeshadow palettes have become so boring and samey. There needs to be a bit of oomph. So if you are leery about indie brands, at the same time you want to play with multi and duochromes, yeah, not multichromes here, they're duochromes. Pat McGrath Celestial Divinity Collection Mothership Mega Palette with 18 eyeshadows. The shimmers are amazing, the duochromes are wonderful, as I've just shown you with my makeup looks. Yeah, the colors are a bit purple-centric, kind of bright, you know, not exactly office wear, but then why would you want to wear duochrome eyeshadows to your office anyway, yeah? So yeah, not office wear, holiday wear, party wear, special occasion wear, maybe Zoom party with your family or friends. For that, this would be great. Duochromes, I think, you know, for me at least, they've actually shown up on video, and people have asked me what eyeshadows that I have been wearing. They're all duochromes of this one. So I love this palette, and I think this is a great place to start if you want to start playing with duochromes before moving on to multichromes, because they can be a bit itchy, as you may have noticed from some of my makeup looks. So I call this among the best palettes ever, if not of 2020, purely because of the inclusion of some amazing duochromes, and the formula was absolutely brilliant. I completely get the hype. Pat McGrath and Natasha Denona have brilliant eyeshadow formula. The hype is real, I get that. And Dame Pat McGrath, I hope she does more palettes like this. I hope there are more duochromes and multichromes in smaller pans. I don't want to pay 115 quid per palette. I hope that Pat McGrath brings out, Dame Pat McGrath brings out smaller pans with duochromes and multichromes. So those are my honest thoughts on the Pat McGrath Mothership Mega Celestial Divinity palette. Thank you for watching this video. Please do give me a thumbs up. Please do the subscribe button. Please do ring the notifications bell, and I'll speak to you soon.